It's time for the Peter Channel News 11 a.m. report, Wednesday, November 5th, 2014. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Your news headlines here at 11 a.m. here. Our top story here is Republican supporters cheer at the news that the Republicans had taken control of the Senate at the Colorado Republican Party's election night event in Denver. As more election results come in, Democratic losses grow. Trenton, Governor Chris Christie declared this morning that there's a vacuum of leadership in the White House. The governor took aim at President Barack Obama during a morning news blitz around the nation's victory lap after helping GOP candidates make gains. The district followed Colorado and Washington State due to a closely watched experiment to legalize marijuana on Tuesday as voters overwhelmingly backed an initiative 7-3 allowing cannabis to be consumed and grown in the nation's capital. An Israeli firefighter walks to the scene of attacking Jerusalem as the Palestinian man rammed his car into a crowded train platform in East Jerusalem on Wednesday and then attacked people with an iron bar, killing one person and injuring 13 people. The UK is to boost its military role in Iraq to help local forces in their efforts to halt the events of an Islamic State extremist. He picked up the key endorsements for one of the Boston Globe Silver Democrat mayors, also crossed party lines to support Baker as Charlie Baker wins the Massachusetts governor's race. A September poll from WBUR showed a slight edge for the favor of the automatic inflation adjustment, while the final Boston Globe poll won before the election showed even a slight lead for the repeal of the index law. In the end, repeal won out. Diplomats, President Burkina Faso's military will to return to the country. The civilian rule said Wednesday they are seeking names of people who could serve him as interim head of state until elections are held. At least 13 children have been killed after mortar rounds slammed into their school today, the rebel Syrian suburb activists have said. Bowman Grove, Pennsylvania, police said they found 3 guns and dozens of rounds of ammunition along with maps, candles, and survival gear in a abandoned airplane hangar near where Pennsylvania ambush suspect Eric Fenn was captured. In Montreal, Vermont, Scott Mills is not considered to come in Peter shown the race by Vermont governor, and that's by the Associated Press tally that shows a lead of more than 25 votes for Shumlin and 99% of precincts reported. An anonymous user at a popular internet forum posted photos of what appeared to be the body of a strangled woman on Tuesday at 3:30 p.m. Less than an hour after the post, Washington State Police said they found the body of a woman in the city of Port. Late Wednesday, ADP's latest national employment report showed private payrolls adding 230,000 jobs in October, the second highest gain in 2014 beyond June. Wall Street investors are driving major market indexes mostly higher Wednesday. The Dow hit a new all-time high after the Republican Party secured control of the U.S. New Delhi, Geneva, India defied the world on Wednesday in a row over food stockpiling that has crippled attempts to reach a global trade agreement, raise the deficit backroom talks can reach a compromise before a Group of 20 summit this month. London, sweeping Republican Party wins in U.S. midterm elections and pushed the dollar to a 7-year high against the yen and lift the U.S. Service industries in the U.S. sustained a faster pace of expansion in October than in the first half of the year, including the world's largest economy is overcoming a global slowdown. San Francisco, it's been a busy fall for new fitness directors now. Joblin is entering the fray with 2 new devices in upline of $49, up moving at $179 UP3. Dell's dragged its Venue 11 Pro Type back to labs and given its makeover, slimming it down and speeding up the Windows 8.1 slate to better compete with Microsoft's own Surface Pro 3. The new Venue 11 Pro 7000 now looks distinctly similar. Take a look at stock market reports here. Dow Jones 17,453.68 up 69.84. S&P 500 20.37 up 8.27, and Nasdaq 4630.13 up 6.49. After the screening of Interstellar at AMC Lincoln Square, the film's telecast went to drinks at the freshly reopened Tavern in Green, New York City, which includes a VIP room with a view of the stars. London 8 lines of Berkman Art. Sherlock star Benedict Cumberbatch and theater director Sophie Hunter announced their engagement on Wednesday, making the news public with a minuscule 8-line announcement on the birth. Good Morning America on ABC kicked off the CMA Awards excitement live in Nashville at this point about. Announced the 2 big winners out ahead of the country music's business night. Taylor Swift, New York Welcome Ambassador at Coverage Lot, owner of Cats, is an unstoppable force. As Billboard reports that Nielsen SoundScan reported her 1989 had sold 1.287 million copies in a week. That's the most an album has ever sold in a week. People in Western Japan have reported sightings of a sparkling light racing across the sky on Monday evening. As it was probably a fireball meteor, a piece of asteroid that ignites upon entering Earth's atmosphere and is surviving fragments. The National Transportation Safety Board confirmed that Monday that the safety lock of Virgin Galactic spaceship 2 rotating rudder mechanism was unlocked prematurely moments before the strap broke apart. One Ebola researchers from the United States are saying that they're unable to obtain samples from the Ebola virus, making it harder to them to study and understand the virus. Removing kidney stones can be complicated, sometimes painful process involving medication, surgery, even some ways to break up the deposits. Take a look at New England alerts here in Lowell, Massachusetts. A pedestrian struck on Central Street and Market Street. Pedestrian struck in a roadway by a vehicle. Lowell Fire Department en route. And it didn't sound too serious. Lowell police are searching the city for an older white male with long gray or white hair whose sexual assault of a young girl was underneath the Lowell connector. In Hadley, Massachusetts, Public Custody Jr. was charged with lawsuit and motor vehicle number charges in the incident. As the Connecticut man charged with stealing the landscaping trail from Hadley Yard, leads police on a chase. And in Amherst, Massachusetts, a motor vehicle accident with Trentman and Commonwealth Avenue at Massachusetts Avenue, 2 vehicle crash. One vehicle in a light pole, one occupant in Pierce Pin, multiple police department units on the scene. Amherst Fire Department en route. Take a look at Fox News. Jackie Brown Jr.'s Gold Glove is a criminal, yet there are more troublesome reality threatening the Boston Red Sox in Major League Baseball. Portland Trailblazer coach Terry Stotts took it up himself to address Damian Lillard's neck. You don't have to ask what's wrong with Damian anymore, Stotts said. Ray Wise appeal hearing at the office of former U.S. District Judge Barbara S. Jones in New York began Wednesday morning and expected to conclude sometime Thursday. People in West Virginia. And tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the Garden taking on the Toronto Raptors. Peter Shaw News, 11:06 here, and then it's time for the traffic report to see smooth sailing on highways, byways in New England. There. Let's take a look at the weather forecast here. Cloudy, then gradually becoming most sunny sky for today. High about 68 degrees west, wind about 7-11 miles per size, 25 miles per hour. Tonight, increased clouds with a low around 44 degrees left southwest wind. Thursday, rain mainly after 11 a.m., patchy fog after 4 p.m. High near 55 degrees, calm wind becoming south around 5 miles per hour in the morning. Chesapeake is 8% new precipitation amounts between a quarter and a half an inch possible. Present, rain, patchy fog, low around 46 degrees southeast, wind 5 miles per hour and line of variable. Chesapeake is 8% new precipitation amounts between a 3/4 1 inch possible. Friday, Chesapeake mainly before 11 a.m., patchy fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, most skies with a high near 53 degrees northwest with about 6 to 11 miles per hour. With gusts as high as 25 miles per hour, Chesapeake is 40%. Friday night, Park clouds got low about 32 degrees. Saturday, most skies got about 46, low about 36 degrees. Sunday, Chester Showers, most skies got about 53, low about 36 degrees, Chesapeake to 30%. Monday, most Park clouds got about 49, low about 37 degrees. For Veterans Day, Park clouds got about 32 degrees. Northern temperature, 63 degrees with fair skies. And that's coming in for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this November 5th, 2014 on a Wednesday. Peter, have a good day with Deposit. Also, see you for a 5 p.m. report. Have a good day.